Ever wondered why the devil fought for Moses' body? Prepare to embark on an extraordinary journey into the depths of biblical mysteries. In this captivating episode of Bible Stories Explained, we unravel the enigma surrounding Moses' final resting place and uncover the profound significance behind the devil's interest. Get ready to uncover hidden truths and gain a deeper understanding of one of the most intriguing stories in the Bible. Let's dive in and unlock the secrets together. At this moment, you are about to immerse yourself in a mystery hidden between the lines of ancient history. We are going to embark on a narrative full of celestial confrontations, divine forces, and enigmas that defy our logic. Have you ever wondered why a being as powerful as Archangel Michael would choose obedience over rebellion? And why God himself would feel the need to hide the grave of a leader as beloved as Moses? Join us on this fascinating journey, where we reveal hidden secrets and show how these ancient legends still resonate in our daily lives. Get ready, you won't want to miss a single moment. Stay here with us and together we will explore the deepest enigmas of faith and history. In an intriguing section, in the 9th verse of the book of Jude, we find a reference to a curious episode, something that is not repeated anywhere else in the Bible. It is a confrontation. A type of confrontation between the Archangel Michael and Satan himself, centered on the body of Moses. This peculiar episode, full of unrevealed details, arouses our curiosity. Jude 1:9 tells us, "Even the Archangel Michael, when confronting the devil over the body of Moses, did not dare to pass an insulting judgment against him, but said, 'May the Lord rebuke you.'" This story, exclusive to the book of Jude, presents us with a mysterious event, absent elsewhere in the scriptures. So the question arises, how did Judas have access to this story? Some suggest that this story may have been transmitted by oral traditions. However, the exact origin of this narrative remains an enigma, as are the reasons for the disagreement between Michael and Satan over the body of Moses. There is a hypothesis that Satan wanted to discover where Moses was buried to erect a sanctuary there, leading Israel into the error of idolatry, venerating the mortal remains of Moses. In this scenario, Michael, as the heavenly guardian of the Israeli people, would have the role of protecting the nation from that type of misguided worship, keeping the burial site a well-kept secret. In Daniel 10 verse 21, in the expanded version of the Bible, we find, "However, I, Gabriel, will reveal to you what is recorded in the book of truth. No one else opposes these hostile spiritual forces at my side except Michael, your prince and protector." The mention of Moses alone is already capable of awakening a series of images and reflections. His passing is shrouded in mystery in the scriptures. We know that he left this world at the age of 120, still vigorous and lucid, with no signs of fragility or weakness. Even at his advanced age, Moses was in top form when he received the final call. Moses, that fearless leader, saw his dream of entering the promised land fade before his eyes. All for an act of disobedience in the waters of Merivacades. He led the Israelites to the borders of Canaan and there, in a significant moment, he contemplated the land he had longed for, but would never set foot on. At the end of his life, God granted him a vision of the land for which he had left Egypt. Moses ascended Mount Nebo, starting from the plains of Moab to the summit of Pisgah, which rises majestically to about 4,500 feet, almost a kilometer above the ground. It's rare to see someone 120 years old climbing mountains of that magnitude and still have stories to tell. But Moses was no ordinary man. He climbed with strength and skill, without needing a marked path. His vigor and health were evident in that feat, aware that his days were numbered. As God had revealed to him, Moses knew that Joshua was already prepared to assume leadership. At that moment, freed from the responsibilities he had carried for 4 decades, Moses was able to ascend with a lighter spirit. Knowing that at any moment it could be his last, he looked at the promised land with eyes full of expectation and hope, knowing that it was the last time. Then the time came. God was calling him home, and Moses departed in peace. Moses died as the Lord determined. He died alone but peacefully. His death is narrated in the last verses of chapter 34 of Deuteronomy. Death has that ability to make us reflect, right? What an incredible trip! 120 years old, lucid and independent, a lifespan of a century and a quarter, without depending on canes or glasses. Moses never surrendered to inactivity, always active and lucid. The people of Israel, without a doubt, deeply felt the loss of their leader and advisor, so much so that they dedicated an entire month to mourning after his departure. But as in all lives, the time comes to move on, to overcome the loss. But there is one detail in verse 6 that highlights Moses' entire extraordinary career. In Deuteronomy 34 verse 6, the Bible tells us, "He was buried in the valley in the land of Moab, opposite Beth Peor, but no one knows to this day the exact place of his burial." Think about it. Moses is the only person in the Bible who had God himself as his gravedigger. Why would it be? To prevent his tomb from becoming a place of pilgrimage and worship. Something that would go against everything that Moses represented. Imagine, if they knew where he was buried, there would probably be an incessant pilgrimage there, with souvenir sales and even tourist tours. So, God preferred to keep that secret. Right now, we are about to dive into a crucial truth for the Lord, something that even triggered an angelic showdown. Here is the crux of the matter. Although Michael is an archangel, the one destined to expel Satan from heaven, he did not dare to utter words of contempt against the prince of demons. He entrusted all rebuke to the Lord. In Revelation 12:7-9, we read about this heavenly battle, where Michael and his angels fight the dragon. The fight is arduous, but the dragon, unable to prevail, is expelled from the sky. That ancient serpent, known as the devil and Satan, the deceiver of the world, is cast down to earth and his followers with him. Michael, this archangel portrayed in the books of Daniel, Jude, and Revelation, emerges as a celestial warrior, facing spiritual forces. Archangel denotes an angel of high position. While most angels are seen as messengers, Michael appears as a fighter, resistant to evil forces. Michael, whose name makes us wonder who is like God, is introduced by Daniel. He, unlike others, refuses to pass arrogant judgment and simply declares divine rebuke. This stance is reminiscent of Zechariah 3 verse 2, where the Lord rebukes Satan in his accusation against Joshua, the high priest. Despite his immense power, Miguel remains totally submissive to the Lord. This angelic hierarchy exemplifies the beauty of submission. Michael's strength has never been in doubt, as evidenced in Revelation 12 verse 7, where he and the heavenly armies defeat the dragon Satan, who in anger turns against the faithful on earth. Confrontation, although unpleasant, is often necessary to correct, purify, and unite. Michael, even with his high rank, did not fight of his own free will, but as a representative of the Lord. He values his position with respect. Lucifer, once the highest of creatures, serves as a lesson to us. We must learn, like many Christians, to surrender completely to God. We, mere creatures before the Creator, what right do we have to question his actions? It is common to all of us, right, that internal struggle with doubts. But it is essential to remember that God is not only the Creator. He is the Redeemer. He not only created us, but also cares for us with love and dedication. Our God is glorious, absolute in holiness and greatness. A God of justice and righteousness. He doesn't fail, he doesn't make mistakes, everything he does is perfect. So the question arises, do we really trust him? Do we recognize the magnitude of his authority and appreciate who he is? Think about this. When the time of reckoning comes, the Lord Jesus Christ will confront many saying, "And how do you see yourself in this scenario?" After all, looking at the example of Michael, the archangel, we see a being of exemplary dedication and obedience. As we conclude our journey today, we pause to reflect on the profound lessons and enigmas we have explored together. The narratives of Michael, Moses, and spiritual struggles go far beyond simple tales of the past. They are mirrors of our own existence, our faith, and our role in the cosmos. If this video has given you new insights, imagine how many other discoveries await you on our channel. Each video is a new exploration, an unprecedented mystery to reveal. Don't miss your chance to join our expanding community. Subscribe now, activate the notification bell, and be the first to witness each new discovery. Like if something surprised you today, and share this video so that more people can join this journey of knowledge. And of course, we want to hear from you in the comments. What mystery would you like us to investigate next? Your curiosity is our compass. Remember, every story we tell, every secret we reveal, is a piece of the immense mosaic of life and history. Join us again as we continue to unravel the unknown. We thank you for being with us today, and until our next adventure.